Hello everyone, my name is Manish Sethi. I hope you all are staying healthy. Today we are going to talk about individual hand theory. First of all, concept of individual hand was introduced by Adam Smith in his book named Wealth of a Nation, which was published in 1776. According to this theory, people act for their self-interest, but unintentionally they give benefit to society. According to this theory, people act for their self-interest, but unintentionally they give benefit to society, or we can say that unintentionally they contribute in economic growth. For example, baker sells bread at lower price in order to increase his profit. He doesn't have any intention to give benefit to society, or he doesn't have any intention for welfare of society or economy. He is working only for his own interest. But when price reduce, demand increase. As demand increase, supply also increase, because so many bakers increase production. As production increase, employment also increase. Obviously, in order to produce, they need employees. As employment increase, income also increase. Eventually, our economy grow. So here you can see baker work for his self interest, but unintentionally he is giving contribute in benefit of society. So we can say that according to this theory, people work for their self-interest, but unintentionally they give contribute in economic growth. Similar, there are so many producers who create demand and supply and help to achieve at market equilibrium point. In short, we can say the invisible hand are unseen forces like demand and supply, which help to achieve market equilibrium point. So, invisible hand are unseen forces like demand and supply, which naturally bring economy towards equilibrium point without government intervention. Now, with the help of this diagram, we will see how these two unseen forces, demand and supply, naturally bring economy at this equilibrium point E. Here E is market equilibrium point, OP is equilibrium price. Now suppose a price increase from P to P1. At this higher price, the supply is more than demand. Supply is P1K, but demand is P1R. Obviously, when supply is more than demand, prices reduce. As prices reduce, automatically we will come at this equilibrium point E. Now suppose price fall. Now we have OP P2 price. At this price, demand is more than supply. Demand is P2K1, but supply is P2R1. If demand is more than supply, prices will increase. Eventually, we will come at this equilibrium point. So here you can see two unseen forces, demand and supply, naturally bring economy towards this equilibrium point. Now we'll see feature. Laissez-faire policy. Laissez-faire policy means no government intervention. Market will naturally achieve equilibrium point without any government intervention. Self-interest. People work for their self-interest, but unintentionally they contribute in economic growth. Competition. Self-interested businesses compete with each other and produce good quality product at lower price. Eventually it gives benefit to society. Eventually it gives benefit to consumer. There are two unseen forces like demand and supply, which naturally bring economy towards equilibrium point. There is efficient allocation of resources. That means resources will allocate those who value it. For example, if there is more demand for product, then resources will allocate to produce more. Now we'll see criticism. This theory is based on unrealistic assumption of perfect competition. There is not always perfect competition. There is oligopoly, monopoly, monopolistic competition, but this theory assumes there is always perfect competition. Second, this theory assume individual always act rationally. For example, a producer want to increase their profit, consumer want to buy good quality product at lower price. But we don't always act rationally. Sometimes we do shopping influenced by our emotions. This theory ignore externalities. According to this theory, individual action always lead benefit for society. But this is not true. There is negative externalities. For example, manufacturing activities create so much environmental pollution. But this theory ignore this. This theory also ignores social and ethical principle. According to this theory, individual always act influenced by their self-interest, but this is not true. We think about other people, but this theory ignore this. So this is all about individual hand theory. I think you got it, and thank you so much for watching this video. Bye, take care.